Look at there, few more examples. Let buy. In which condition we can use it? I will discuss to you the condition. What are the conditions? In which conditions accordingly we can use them? Look at here. Are you looking about this statement? Let me done this work. What is this? This is called active voice. This is called active voice. Why it is called active voice? Because a sentence is started by let, no doubt, but there is no third form of verb. There is no be. We can call this is called active voice. If it is in passive voice, why it is not in passive voice? Because there is no verb in the third form. Let me draw this work. How to change to passive voice? Are you looking this statement? This is called passive voice. This is called passive voice. Why it is called passive voice? Because I use here be plus third form of verb. As usual, let me do this work. This is called active voice. But how to change to the passive voice? So let this work. Let this work be done. Why? Because it. By and me. Same sense, you have to just create your own brain. First of all, write here let, then after object. Let, then after let you will write, okay. Then after you will mention object. If you want to make the rule, you can make it. Object. Then after be. Then after verb, third form. Then after by. Then after object. This is the formula. Number one, let, then object, then be, verb third form, by plus object. So let as usual, this work object be done, because do is a verb here, be done by me. By me. Look at here this statement number 2. Let us sing. Let us sing. And you are looking this is statement. This is statement. Or I hope you were looking something there. What are you looking at here? You are looking here, it is suggested that. A point to be noted. In a sense of let, it is a suggestion. If it is a suggestion. If it is suggestion. Let us sing. What is this? This is suggestion. Let us sing. This is the suggestion. So let us sing for, it is the suggested that. What is the suggested that? We should sing. Should, why for? Because suggestion for. This is for suggestion. Should for why? Because there is the suggestion. So it is the suggested that we should sing. Let us sing for. Let us sing. It is suggested that we, why for we? Because there is us. Us. Here we. Objective case. We can say us. We, our, us. We, our, us. We, our, us. We, our, and us. This is called possessive case, subject, or this is called object. This is called object. Us is object, our is the possessive case. So let, it is the suggested that we should sing. We should sing. Or this is called passive voice. Statement number 3 you are looking here. Let us play together. Let us play together. What are you recognizing? Also it is a suggestion. Also it is a suggestion. It is suggested that. Point to noted. Yeah, this is the learning point for you. This is a learning point for you. It is suggested that we, why for we? Because there is us. It is suggested that we should play together. We should play together. This is the active voice statement. This is active voice statement. And now this is called passive voice statement. Okay. So mostly are related to the let and how to change it. The first of all, you can change according to be. Just I do it. If there is something you are realizing, This is the part of the suggestion, but along with let, so please don't we follow it. You have to follow the law here. It is a suggested that. It is a suggested that. Why? Because you are feeling this is a statement in active voice started with let, but there is a suggestion, there is advice, yes, there is a suggestion. The suggestion for you are a, it is the suggested that. If it is advice, it is a, but mostly should for advice and a suggestion for. Mostly should be have to use for suggestion. So suggestion for we can call there is the best, you have to go through the should. Okay. Once more I want to recognize you. I want to recall you. Number one, there is a let by. In let by under let me do this work. How to change to the passive voice? Let this work be done by me. Let as usual this work as the object you have to use here. Me will be go at last. Do for be done. Second statement under you are looking here. Let us sing. This is the suggestion. It is the suggested that we should sing. So what is the law? If it is started by let, having the suggestion, then you have to change like that. Let us play together. Sentence has been started by let and there is a suggestion. You will definitely change like that. It is suggested that we should play together. Simple. You will try to the change how to into passive voice by using let. Okay. Dear educators, look at here. There is another term. In sense of the who, mostly teachers, students, and competitors, they are confused, they are astonished, they are surprised because it is a playing the role of the multiple dimension. It is a part of their confusion, but from today onward, you can just abolish it. Dear educator, you are looking here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In these phenomena under, we have to understand the theory of who. We have to understand the theory of who. Sir, who? This is called interrogative body. Interrogative body. Interrogative body. Interrogative body is, we can call this is the WH word. This is called WH word. Today in this lesson under, I will teach to you how to change into passive voice. How to change into passive voice. Look at here. Okay. In this sentence under, this is the sentence, this is example of active voice. Who taught her Russian? Who taught her Russian language? Who taught her Russian language? Yeah, Russian we can call. Who taught her Russian? This is the interrogative statement. But there is a question. How to change it? You are looking who? WHO who? Who changed into by whom? But I will not say ki by whom, that's enough for you. No. There is a first step. Who changed into by whom? You have to recognize there is a verb second form. A verb second form is, this is called simple past. Or simple past according to passive voice, you have to use was a verb. But in the sense of by whom, you have to use was. Why? It is expression of the singular. Who taught her Russian? Expression of singular. By whom was she taught Russian? Or as you are looking here, see, we can call was. By whom was she taught Russian? The first of all, you have to change who by whom. Then after auxiliary verb. Then after subject. Then after verb third form. Then after there is an object, whatever, there is a complement comment. By whom was she taught Russian? Sir, is there another way to change to the passive voice? Of course. Of course. If you are no, I will tell you the second method to change to passive voice. Same statement. Look at here how. Look at here how. I will tell you second method to change to passive voice. Who for as usual. Who you can write. Who. Then after was. Why for was? Because it is written here the second form of verb. Who was? Who was? Who was? She. Who was she? Taught. Taught. Russian by. Russian by. Okay? Who was taught? Who was she taught Russian by? Who was she taught Russian by? What is the difference between previous statement and correct sentence? Who to you are written is usual. Was also, she taught also, Russian also. But you are looking here two changes. Number one, in the sense of who for who, and there is one more by. One more by. But sir, let's tell me. This type of the so many rules are there. How to recognize them? You have heard this statement. Practice makes man perfect. If you are doing the practices on the behalf of these sentences, or you are looking my videos more than 2 times, so definitely never ever you can beat yourself. Who for who, was, why for, this is the taught, is taught, who taught she, who was she taught Russian by. Let me ask you, there is one more example. Why? Because one example is not best for the clearing of your doubt. For your doubt, there is one more example which will polish to your knowledge. Active voice. Who wrote the Mahabharata? Who wrote the Ramayana? Who wrote the Bible? Who wrote the Quran? Who wrote the Mahabharata? Number one. How to change to the passive voice? I will discuss to you first method of this statement. Who changed into by whom? As usual. Who changed into by whom as usual. You are looking here, this is the second form of verb. Second form of verb. This is called simple past. Simple past, accordingly, there is a was. Why? Because the singular subject. By whom was the Mahabharata written? By whom? By whom? By whom was the Mahabharata written? There is another way. This is the way to change to the passive voice. Who? Yeah, by we have to write at last. Who was the Mahabharata written by? Who was the Mahabharata written by? So number one condition in the sense of by whom, in sense of by whom you are looking at here, was the Mahabharata written. Perfect, because you are written here by whom. But in the sense of only who, in sense of only who, was the Mahabharata written by. There is a compulsion. Of course, there is a compulsion. There is a compulsory. Along with who, you will definitely write by. Along with by whom, there is no need you have to write by. Because already you are used once time. Okay? But in the sense of who, you will definitely write at last of by. Why? Because this is the rule, this is the term, this is the condition you should apply. Otherwise, your statement will wrong. Okay? Are you understanding well? Both prospectus, you are understanding well. There is nothing else are complicated for you. I hope you are understanding well about this point. Let's come to the point. Hello dear educators, look at here. Now we are going to discuss about voice, but in the sense of the passive voice. You can sit down. Now you are looking here, there is an active voice. I just faced the active voice along with the preposition. I will ask you dear students, do you know what do you mean about the preposition? Preposition are the shortest words. They are used just before noun and pronoun. Why? Because they will tell to you position, place and time to them. When you will change this voice into the passive voice, so there are 2 and 3 terms, you have to just focus on them. What are the terms? Is there any special? Yeah, it is as usual. I will say to you a little bit there is a special, otherwise we can call there is a as usual. I have a drop. Are you looking about that? Preposition always along with, yeah, it is attached to noun a pronoun. A preposition. Sentence, yeah, big word, this is called preposition. There is a passive voice. The structure of this statement is passive subject, auxiliary verb, verb third form, preposition by and the passive of object. Sir, what is this? This is the structure of a sentence which you have to change into passive voice. So, sir, first of all, let's give me the example. Without example, I cannot understand. Of course, I will give an example. Here is the example. Example is the judge inquired into the case. The judge inquired into the case. So, where is the preposition? Here is the preposition, or this is called noun. The preposition always used before noun or pronoun. Into there is a preposition and case. The case is the noun. But dear educator, how to change into the passive voice? There is a short trick, yeah, there is a trick. Number 1. The case was inquired into by the judge. First of all, you have to find out where is the object. Object you will write at the place of subject, the case. According to inquired, why? Because this is the simple past or simple past. Accordingly, either you have to write was, yeah, you have to write were. Because the case is, this is the singular, so I will write here was inquired. Then after preposition, because I mentioned in the law under preposition after verb third form. Third form there is a required, inquired after into. Then after I said to you by, you are written here by. Then after passive of object, the judge. The judge. I think there is no case of the trouble to change into the passive voice as a being of the sentence of the passive voice. Why? Because in the sense of the passive voice, this is the must. Let me say, if you have the inquired, inquired into, inquired, a term inquired, inquired, it is follow the preposition, preposition into, in, yeah, we can say into, both are inquired, in, yeah, into, in, yeah, into. If you have an inquiry, you have to just inquire into in the case. If you have inquiry, you have to inquire into the file, something like that, in the sense of you can use them. I will give you one more example later of this. Look at here, what are the examples and how to change into passive voice. We can say uh, the girl laughed, laughed at me. The girl laughed at me. How to change the passive voice? How to change into passive voice? How to change to passive voice? First of all, there is an object. What is the object? Me. This is an object. This is the object me. So you have to use here, we can call I. I is a passive subject. I. Laughed, accordingly I need auxiliary verb, simple past. This is called simple past or simple past. There is a need was word. I was. I was. Then after verb third form. I was laughed. I was laughed. Laughed at. So laughed along with that is there any preposition we can call there is a best at. I was laughed at at by laughed at by the girl. By the girl. I was laughed at by the girl. When you have to speak this statement, you have to speak the first till here, then you have to speak from here. I was laughed at by the girl. Okay. So you are okay. This is structure. Along with that preposition, how to use it. So dear students, thank you very much. Hello dear students, how are you? I hope you well. Once again, you are the most welcome English wall, and I am Mr. Sunil Tiwari. I am strive to provide you a surprise education for you. That is what we can call tense based voice. I will talk to you two compound information. I have the two marker. It is we can call perfect in order. Second, it is called in the back in order. Ascending order, yeah, descending order. Yeah, we can say left hand and right hand. Dear educator, dear students, I will tell to you how to adjust these two topics within each other. It means that this black cap, I will give to you this blue marker, and this blue cap, I will give to the black marker. Same points I will discuss to you here. It means that how I will teach you tense along with the voice. This is very key point for you. Key point. Key point means we can call there is a laughing challenge for you. Are you understanding about them or not? Suppose that if I will ask you, do you know about mango juice and orange juice? Two juice are there and you have to drink at once time. You have to fill there to multiple the test. Same test I am going to the start to give you from there. Just come to the point. First of all, I will ask this question. Do you know a little bit about tense? If you know, so you are know about what do you mean about the tense? What do you mean about the tense? Tense is the participation. Yes, participation. Yeah, you can say categorization. Right? Jation. Yeah, we can say the form of verb. Form of verb. Tense under I will say to you how to the participate the time, how to categorize time, and how to the role of the verb. Verb first form, verb second form, and verb third form. Tense is also the part we will tell to you time related. Tense means time. Time can be three part. Number one, your past time, your present time, your future time. Tense means participation या categorization, या we can say form of verb, verb first form, verb second, या verb third. Yeah, you can say the tense means time, which is categorized into the past tense. Yeah, we can say present tense. Yeah, you can say future tense. Dear educator, if you know about the tense, according to past, according to present, according to future. So let me I say it is a very simple for you to understand about voice. I will start from here. Number one, in the part of tense and three things are very compulsory. Number one, you have to know little bit about present tense. Present tense. What do you mean about the present tense? How many parts are there in the present tense? Second one, do you know about the past tense? Do you know about the future tense? Future tense. If you know about the present tense also having how many parts? Four parts. Number one, present indefinite tense. Present indefinite tense. Second, present continuous tense. Third, present perfect tense. A last one is present perfect continuous tense. These are abbreviated the letter of PPT, PIT, PCT, PPT and PPCT. PIT present indefinite tense, PCT present continuous tense, PPT present perfect tense and PPCT present perfect continuous tense. I will tell you one more thing. Present indefinite tense under the use of do or does. Point to be noted from here. Present indefinite tense under the use of do and does. Present continuous tense under the use of is, am and are. Present perfect tense under the use of has and use of have. Present perfect continuous tense under use of has been and use of have been. Have been. Okay, that is a very simple. Let me I say, first of all, I told you what do you mean about the tense? Tense means we can say action of the verbs in a different categorization of the time accordingly. There are the three parts of the tense: present tense, past tense and a future tense. Especially explained in the 3D model of a present tense, or I told you these are the four category. Number one category under present indefinite tense. Second category under present continuous tense. Third category under present perfect tense. And the fourth category under present perfect continuous tense. This is a shortcut method. Present indefinite tense under you will don't forget about the use of do or does. Present continuous tense under don't forget the use of is, am, are. Is, am, are. Is, am, are. And the present perfect tense under the use of has, have. And the present perfect continuous tense under don't forget the use of has been and have been. I will give you a proper example. There is example, Mayank does not work hard. Mayank does not work hard. Mayank, who is Mayank? Mayank is a subject. Mayank is a subject. Does not. This is a simple present. Simple present. Why? Because use of does. You are looking here. Not for. Why? This is called negative. This is called negative. Work for we can call this is verb first form. And hard we can call this is adverb. This is a adverb. Number one I told to you Mayank. Second I told to you does not. Third I told to you work. And fourth I told to you hard. Mayank does not work hard. This sentence is related to, this sentence is related to where? This sentence is related to the present indefinite tense. Very simple. Why? Because I am saying to you, this is the trick. Does not written here, so there is a does. So we can call here this statement is related to present indefinite tense. Second example I will give you. Second example, it is the best for you. You have to look at here. Second example. Example number second. You are calling your friend. You are calling your friend. Sir, what is this? Let me I say to you. You. This is called second person pronoun. Second person pronoun. Pronoun. So, sir, who is the first person pronoun? So, we can call I and we. Both are first person pronoun. First person pronoun. So, who is the third person pronoun? We can call he, she, it, they, Ram, boy. They are called third person pronoun. Third person pronoun. This is called third person pronoun. Why? For there is R. R is a plural. R is a plural. Why? Because you is a plural. Plural. If the subject is a plural, so also helping verb will also the plural, or this is called also auxiliary verb. This is also called auxiliary verb. Calling, this is called main verb, or main verb for ing form of verb. Here your is called a possessive case. Possessive case of friend we can call there is a object. There is object. Okay. So just this is the explanation of this statement. Number one, you are calling your friend. According to R, you are looking here. This is called present continuous tense statement. Why? Because I am used here along with ing form of verb. This is called present continuous tense statement. Okay. Now let's come to the point of the next one. I hope you are understanding the well. Okay, let's come to the point. Okay, next. Next statement is Prime Minister has invited President of America, Donald Trump. Okay, Prime Minister has invited the President of America, Donald Trump. In this case, for I will tell to you, the Prime Minister, it is called a subject. It is called subject. Why it is called subject? This is a single word subject. This is called single word subject. Why? Because there is a single word. If I will say to you, Prime Minister of India, Prime Minister of India. So this is called group of word subject. Group of words subject. This is called group of word subject. Why? Because 1, 2, 3, three words are there. Has. Why for has? Because subject is the singular. So singular subject for you have to use a has. Singular subject for has. Invited. Has always saying I need verb third form. Has always saying I need verb third form. So I written here ed form of verb invited. This is called President of America, the Donald Trump. This is called object. This is called object or object in the group of words. So I told you the use of has in a sense of present perfect tense. Okay, so don't forget about it. What you will not forget? Okay, along with has, along with have, you have to definitely use verb third form. This is a key term which is help to you to recognize about present perfect tense. Okay, are you understanding it well about it? Now, let's come to the point last but not least, and I will say to you, please be relaxed. I will discuss to you the related of the questions next day. Just come to the point. There is a last term. What is the last term? Present perfect continuous tense. The last statement is present perfect continuous tense. I will tell to you the use of has and use of have, but it is a compulsion here. Has and have along with that been. Or been plus ing form of verb. Ing form of verb. Okay, this is the fact. This is the key point. This is the rule, we can say. This is the rule. What is the rule here? Okay, along with has, along with has, along with have, you have to use been plus ing form of verb. I will give you the example. 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 Look at this example. Amit has been reading his book next since morning. Okay, so this is the example of present perfect continuous tense along with the time. Along with the time, we can call one more fact is important, along with time. Okay, so Amit has been reading his book since morning. This is the best example to recognize about present perfect continuous tense along with since and for. Where is the since? Where is the for? They will tell to you I am belong to present perfect continuous tense. I am belong to present perfect continuous tense. Dear educators, I hope you understood about a simple present. Thank you very much to study and subscribe like my channel. Thank you very much.